do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lock in.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 55, Mike.
They go play action. Trubisky, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Alert!
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4 down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and he rifles one incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Come on, 180! Right there in the middle, 55. Stop your whining.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Carr. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. That right there is what Jalen Richard can bring to this offense. I mean, last year, yes, he had 55 carries, but they used him more as a receiver. He had 68 catches in 2018, which was tied for the team lead. Really adds a nice element to the backfield for Derek Carr and company.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Throw from Carr complete to Renfro. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Hands up.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the screen. Hey, ball. Ran, bravo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defense, let's get out the field, defense. No.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Trubisky. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, you are the master of abstract facts. So who would you say is the best player ever drafted from Ashland University in Ohio?
How about the only one ever drafted from there? Adam Shaheen, the tight end. Went to the Chicago Bears. Began his college career, though, as a basketball player, Division II in the state of Pennsylvania.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's coming. Double up. Hey, 18.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Trubisky to throw again. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Shotgun now for Carr. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing again. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
And they're going to start this next drive in excellent shape right at the 50. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, Cohen. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
For the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd and short. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Down! 180! Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. 180.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the gun, it's Carr. This is caught. It's Ryan Brand. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Check 59, Mike. 694. Mike to 59. I'm going.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Don't say nothing.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Stop! 180! Check 55, Mike. It's coming this way, Here we go, Here we go. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try to run it in. Now Trubisky lost the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 hits?
Under pressure, they got him again. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check pass. He's crashing. He's checking. Hey, alert.
They try again with Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Switch up, switch up.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get that ball. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Go. Mike 55.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 37. Check 37. Alert. 55's my guy. 55. Blue draw Corkers. Back.
On first down, they go option to the... Now Trubisky lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Watch his slant.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here.
And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Play action. It's Trubisky. This is caught by Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Stand up in. Here we go. Here we go. I got 29. I got 29.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly. There. They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Chicago, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.